So this is Head Speed Mid Plus 2024. Does it play like Sinner? Well, let's have a look. What is going on, guys, and welcome to another video. I know, guys, what you're thinking. The racket's already been out for like about a year now, but I still want to give you this quick review for you guys because it really made an impression on me. So for this speed MP 2024, basically the major differences is, well, I should say one of the major one is the material called Auxetic 2.0. In 2022 they made the 1.0, so now this is just a sequel. Basically what it does, or I should say what it is, it's a material which is in the yoke and in the handle to basically optimize the feel. So for me, on Groundstroke, right off the bat, guys, I do have to say this is probably my favorite speed of all time, which is very surprising coming from me. Like I said in the beginning of the video, the new material, the Auxetic 2.0, is a game changer. Like, they pretty much added this material in all the lines that Head has. If you were like a fan of the previous versions and you're thinking about switching, I would say go for it. This MP is definitely softer than the previous version. Typically for myself, I tend to prefer like a stiffer frame, but for this one, the low flex, which is around, in my case, around 60, it actually works. As you guys may know, the speeds are typically known for their higher swing weight, and this one is no different, which can be cumbersome for some players. But if you like previous generation or you're already familiar with the speed, I don't think it's going to change too much your opinion on how a speed should feel like. That's just my opinion. With the setup that I had, my swing weight came about around 330.
So, the Speed MP, I like the feel. It's different from the previous version, and I think the Auxetic 2.0 might have something to do with it. I love the feeling. The launch angle is a bit high for now, a little bit too much for my liking, but if it's in the strike zone, it's a pillow feeling. It's very comfortable. We shall see.
So if we take a look at the specs, guys, as you can see, there are three differences. The swing weight, which is a little bit higher, like I previously mentioned. The stiffness, which is a little bit lower, which explains the softer feel that you get with this version. And the new material, the Auxetic 2.0. So this racket is obviously 100 square inch, but it doesn't quite play like a typical 100 square inch racket. I think you get more control out of this frame than you would have in other 100 square inch. This is why this racket caught my attention. What I like with this speed is I could take full cuts and the ball would still stay in the court, especially on low balls, where I felt like this racket was a complete delight. Also, if you are a flat hitter, you would also enjoy this one. The swing weight for this types of shot really helps. And if you are more of a spin player, well, guess what? It also works. So in both cases, you would be okay.
So, the MP, extremely stable so far on my cross court, on my forehand. I feel like I'm always hitting in the sweet spot, which I'm not, but really impressive so far. It's really like a buttery feeling. Not too bad so far. If you're a little bit late, it launches a bit, but I like the upside so far.
So yeah, I also felt like the sweet spot was very generous on this version, especially near the top of the frame for some reason. So for me, this racket had more plow through and better stability on ground stroke than the previous version, which I also liked. So if you are a player who likes to go through the ball, you would love this one. I do have to say that this racket compared to the previous one is not as whippy, but I do feel like if you have like a good technique or a strong arm, I'm pretty sure you can get away with it. if I had to give it a knock, I would say that sometimes it sailed on me when I wanted to add like extra spin, or I should say extra crisp on my shot. This is more likely due to the higher swing weight that it has compared to the previous version. So basically it has more weight in the head, so it becomes a little bit more challenging to whip up the ball. But that could be one cause. The flexor feel of this one could also be another cause of it, because sometimes I would get some sort of like of a trampoline effect. Typically you would get that with a softer frame, and this one sometimes it's no different.
So the MP is extremely stable on the back end, at least for me. I don't know, with the speed there, the thing is with this line in head is the swing height is very high. So that must be why whenever you hit like pretty much in this zone here, it launches like a rocket. It seems like it doesn't wobble, at least this version. So far, I'm very much liking it.
So yeah, this racket was very fun on Groundstroke. And if you guys were wondering, I strung this one with one of my favorite string from head, which is Auxetic Power at 52 pounds. On Volleys, again, I like it a lot. All the mass in the head of the racket felt rock solid when it came to redirecting hard shots or just blocking hard shots. It's very stable, very precise. I got good direction. There is more than enough power to put away overhead, more than enough. And finishing an easy volley as well. With a swing weight that high, I found that this racket was extremely maneuverable, at least at the net.
This MP at the net, it's a joy. Very stable. Like I said, a lot of the swing weight is mostly here, so it definitely helps, but very maneuverable. I can pretty much put it anywhere I want, and for some reason the sound that's coming off of it is very nice, so I like it.
On serve, again, this racket felt really nice. I mean, if you have a good technique, this racket will reward you, and it will give you some nice pop. I felt like I had great precision with it too. Like hitting my first serve with confidence felt really good. Cutting the ball, hitting a nice slice serve was also very nice. Like I said, guys, honestly, there's not a lot of bad thing that this racket does to me on serve. I was really impressed. But if I had to give it like a small knock, it would be that sometimes on my serve, the ball would a bit, how could I say that, would sail a bit because I could not accelerate the head of the racket quick enough to make the ball drop. Like flicking the wrist at the end, because we all know that the speeds, the swing weight is quite high. So that was the only thing that sometimes I had trouble with, like flicking the wrist. But for the rest, it was good. Like I said, this small knock can be resolved with timing and repetition. So yeah, like I said, like in the beginning of the video, this racket is already out. It's been out for a while now, but I had it in my list of videos, and I really wanted to share it with you because it really made an impression on me. I know that the newer one, the Head Speed Legend, I think it's called, it's already out or soon to be. So I wanted to give you this one too, so you guys can have like a fresh comparison if you ever want to playtest either one of them, or if you want to playtest both of them, so it would be fresh in your mind. So there you have it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope everything in there was helpful to you. If it did, feel free to give me a like, guys. Questions or comments, guys, feel free to ask me anything. It will be my pleasure answering them. If this racket is also interesting for you, I would also have a link down below. Till next time, guys, and remember, you got this.